Even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020.
Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the New England Patriots and the Las Vegas Raiders. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Play one, and Prescott to the air. He's going to drop this down to Sanders.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game.
Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
This defense for the Patriots, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
Pushes past him.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
It was just 3rd down and short, but he bit off a little extra.
I would say way more than he could chew, but he chewed up all that yardage in a big way. And that, to me, that was a combination of offensive line, stacked defense, and they handled it. Okay, they got the leverage, they got the blocking angles, and opened up a nice crease. And once you get past that first wave, there's room to roam.
Yeah, that's just the 3rd play from scrimmage. They wanted to avoid that 3-and-out. They did.
Well, it seems pretty clear on this opening drive that they want to get him involved, not only, Charles, in the run game, but in the pass game as well. And he can be such a weapon for them when they utilize him this way.
And, partner, you know I'm a veteran, right? In other words, that means a little bit older. Back in my day, we used to call a guy like this a workhorse, except he carried the ball all the time. Now they get into him a variety of ways, but you're right, they want to run their offense through him.
Right back to Sanders on first down.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now, play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Partner, doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying, if you can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? A long one, and he can't connect.
First down, going to the air with Love. Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Love, they go play action now. That's out to the flat for Akers. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Throwing, Love. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Love. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Here's Love. Looking for Thornton, and he's got him. Touchdown, New England. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots are on the board first here in Vegas. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they were in field goal range the last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Gets around him. And some room to work. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there of 20 yards. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. He's at the 30. 10, 5. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Piñeiro now to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up first.
Trying for Sanders, but this is intercepted. And the Pats are going to take possession of the football.
For a team who came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far. And that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
Following the interception, Love.
That's into the hands of Akers, complete. Now it's 2nd and 9. They'll run out of the gun with Akers.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Now Love. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And the first play will be a field goal try. This is a 40-yard attempt from the left hash.
This is up and good from Pinheiro.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play action now, Prescott. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good pickup there, a 22.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
46. Hey, 47.
Throwing, Prescott. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Derwin James with a pick.
And the Patriots are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that, that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
Play fake. Here's Love. Pass incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
This offense so far on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Striker, 3-3. Red, yellow. Hey, red. Ready?
Off the play fake, Love. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards to play. On play action. Love to throw. Rolling to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Ready, set.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Run, stand.
On the counter, this is Akers. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Ultra.
Love from the gun on 3rd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A solid stiff arm. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory. Down at the 31. To pass, here's Jordan Love. He gets this to Thornton. Touchdown, Patriots. Tyquan Thornton with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Patriots are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the route is on here in this first half.
Raiders nothing. Jake Bailey to kick off for the Patriots.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Prescott. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd and short yardage, Prescott. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack.
Here we go, 47.
A loss of 7. It's 4th down.
Prescott to throw on 4th. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Pats are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? But can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Love now to pass on first down. This will be caught downfield by Moore. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get
touchdown. Tommy Tremble from 17 yards out. And the Patriots have opened the lead up to 30. Well, I'll say one thing, Charles. You're getting really good practice here in breaking down touchdowns. What did you see there?
Well, the same thing I've seen over and over and over in this first half. My scintillating analysis, Brandon, this offense is absolutely taking no prisoners.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the route is on here in this first half.
Jake Bailey to kick off for the Patriots.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover.
And my goodness, another interception. And the Patriots are going to take over here up near the 40. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
Let's go.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. To throw now. Here's Love. He's got the connection to Moore. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
17 yards. First down, New England.
New black.
Jordan Love ready on first down here. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Raiders are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They've had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Prescott now from the 50. And it's complete to Adams. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Las Vegas, first down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Prescott on first down.
Here's back-to-back catches for Davante Adams.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Raiders get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is down to 24. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the lock.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Rocky Sin.
So the first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on...
And now here's another interception. Derwin James with a pick.
And the Pats are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football.
And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Play action this time with Love. Targeting Moore, and he's got him on the crossing pattern.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down, going to the air with Love. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Love, they go play action now. He's going to take another shot here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Love now.
He's got his man, Thornton.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? There wasn't the line that jumped that time, the second level.
No, that's a great observation because most of the time it's those guys up front so eager to get off on the snap. They do it, but in this case, you're exactly right. Second level, probably because they moved up to the first level, and that hurts them.
Hey, move! Hey, confused! Smash!
They will throw again here with Jordan Love. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots.
Well, familiar refrain. A turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this third quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. The CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Prescott. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes the score Patriots 45, Raiders 7. Jake Bailey to kick off for the Patriots.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp.
And now here is another interception. Derwin James with a pick.
And the Patriots are going to take possession of the football.
Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Throwing on 2nd and 3.
Love.
And it's caught.
And the Patriots are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
First and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to...
And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. DJ Moore, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Patriots get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Pinheiro's extra point up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball. And it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
That's complete to his tight end, Waller. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Pats at the line ready to go.
Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling.
That's caught inside the 20.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
2nd and 9.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line.
Love.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. DJ Moore, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Pats will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Patriots 59, Raiders 7. Jake Bailey to kick off for the Patriots.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
Play action now. Prescott. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by J.C. Jackson.
And the Pats are going to take possession of the football.
He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
On the give, this is Akers.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
On second and very short.
Love. Looking for Thornton, and he's got him. Touchdown, New England.
From 13 yards out.
And the Patriots are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Raiders 7. Jake Bailey to kick off for the Patriots.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Prescott now. He finds his man, complete. That's Barnes.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
And now here is another interception. Derwin James with a pick.
And the Patriots are going to get the football here at their own 23. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout. But you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
Ultra.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 49 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake, Love steps away. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Well, let's face it, not a lot left for them to prove in this game, but they're still throwing the football. I guess, of course, CD, you could always get the backup some work. There's new plays to try out. But some people, let's face it, they just want to run the score up. It's fun.
I love the way that you expressed that because you gave plenty of reasons why people like to do things.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. Give him 32 on the play.
Even with the big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Akers. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll run here with Akers. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. The offense on 3rd down, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Here's Love. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Akers. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Cam Akers, his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
The score, Patriots 73, Raiders 7. Jake Bailey to kick off for the Patriots.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a return from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with the 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard. Looking to throw. Prescott. He's going to look deep here for Ward. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Here's Prescott.
And that is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Here's A.J. Cole now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team.
Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back.
And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Here's a run with Akers on second down.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
On third down, Love. He's got a man, complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
On the ground, it's Akers.
And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
And they will take a knee here. And they take a knee.
A third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
And they'll indeed take a knee. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football.